what's your superpower? So earlier on this week, I took out a survey to ask a few people what their superpower was. It took them some few minutes, some hours, some even days. Some didn't even understand what the question is, because when someone asks you what's your superpower, you start to wonder, what is your superpower? So I got answers like, oh, my superpower is my scars, my superpower is honesty. Some said love and confidence. Others said, I actually had so many, like the ability to talk to others and for others to respond to them. But do we really know what power is? So let's see how the dictionary defines power. Power is said to be the ability to produce or effect, possession of control or authority or influence over others. That's what the dictionary defines power to be. Now, I like the definition of power in my favorite verse, Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20, and it says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above anything you've ever asked or thought of, according to the power. It doesn't end there, but it says the power that works in you. As usual, what kind of power is this Bible talking about? So I also searched for that. That's said to be strength, power, ability, inherent power, power residing in a thing by virtue of its nature. I would like to stop there. The power you have in you by virtue of your nature, meaning that when God created you, he gave you something for you. One of the questions I asked is that what makes you you? What makes you be able to walk into your purpose? What did God give you that has helped you align yourself with your purpose? That's your superpower. And it goes on to say that, or which a person or thing exerts or puts forth. Power for performing miracles, moral power, and excellence of soul, the power and influence. Then I also went to check what worketh means. What does it mean, that the power that worketh in you? So worketh is to be operative, to put at work for one or to aid one, to effect, to display one's activity, show oneself operative. From this little thing, I've gathered that, okay, so we do have a power that God has placed in us, even us at the time that he created us. But it will depend on us to put it to work. Now, many people do not know, and it's like I said in my previous video, knowledge is power. So if you don't even know what you have, how would you know how to use it or how to put it to work? That's the funny thing. Well, most often people, let me not use people. Myself, how power has been put to play. Okay, for instance, growing up, I used to complain. Well, I think I'm better now. Like, I used to complain about everything. Why are you not buying this for me? Like, when it's my birthday, I would always get angry at my friends. Why is that you didn't buy me any birthday gift? Or why didn't you do this for me? Or why didn't you bake me a cake? Or why did... That's my drive. Like, that was my motto. I would always complain. And so it made me bitter. Like, nobody would want to come close to me because it's like, this girl would complain. The least thing you do that affects me, I would have to complain about it. But when I realized what power I have, I'm like, okay, I can do what I want to do for myself. I can go out for myself. I can go out with myself. I can bake my own cake. I can bake my own pies. I can make my own hair. Like, when I realized that everything actually depends on me exercising it, I have become a different person. See, this hair I did previously, I wouldn't do it on my own. Going out on my own, it wouldn't happen. If I don't have friends, I would cry myself, and my friends know themselves. Like, I used to always get sad because I actually told a friend of mine in kindergarten I wanted to be her friend, and she was like, no, I don't want to be your friend. And now we are all in China here, and then we are friends, and that's just funny. So this realization of the kind of power that I possess, this kind of realization of the power that I have as an individual has helped change me in so many ways. The funny thing is that I know I'm not the only one who ever did that, or I'm not the only one who does that. There are so many of us who are waiting on someone to do something for us, forgetting that we have the power to do it. We have the power to step into our own purpose, because we can't have someone else's power. We can only be powerful in our own territory. And you have to make that territory. You have to make that demarcation in your life. You have to fill up your life so that it can overflow. You can pour out to the people around you, and that's what true power is. That's authentic power. Authentic power is what you have within you that serves your soul, that serves your purpose, that serves who you are as a human being and what you can do. God didn't place you on this earth for just anything. He placed you on this earth for a purpose. The title of the channel, or the channel's motto, is Beauty, Power, and Purpose. Beauty is of the glory of God. Power is from you, and purpose is given by God for you to use what He has given you to work your purpose out. There are so many ways that we've misused or misunderstood what we have. For instance, there are people that are very good with convincing people. They can say their situation in a way, make you feel so bad for them, make you feel so, and they use it to manipulate you. That's a misuse of power. That same power, why not take it? Speak to people, convince them to be better people, show them the light. If you feel like you've gone a step further in your life, show it to people. What are you waiting for? What at all are you waiting for? You complain about money. You have the power to speak money into your life. You have hands. God has given you hands so that you can work and make money. You complain about your parents not being there for you. You complain about you not having a boyfriend. You came on this earth alone. And God put something inside you that He expects you to use. If there's anything that you ever have hidden, it's inside of you. I also asked a few people, and their definition of power, the power that they have, was the Holy Spirit. That's beautiful. The Holy Spirit doesn't come and give you power. That kind of power is different. But the power that you have in you, He perfects it when you allow Him to use that power. There's nothing on earth that has not been done, or that would not be. There's nothing on earth that has not been done or won't be done just because you are not doing it. One thing I know for sure is that your power will not make any effect on your purpose if you have the wrong intention. That brings me to my point, intention. What is the intention of your power? As you've come to an understanding of what your power is, what then becomes your intention? What do you want your power to serve? What purpose do you want your power to serve? You're not doing well in school. Study. You have the power to do everything that you can do. Another story that came in my head. When I was in high school, in Form 3, we were writing a mock. That's why I got the first idea for my clothing line, and it was just to make beautiful shirts with acrylic and African print, just to make something different. I had never designed in my entire life. I am not a designer by any standards. I'm not a designer. But for one reason or the other, I had been driven with such a thought. Now my superpower is determination. I would do whatever I set my mind to. If I just don't think about it. If I think about it, I have to do it. It's becoming a problem. Like, if I think about it, once it serves a purpose in someone's life, I am doing it. So I told my parents about it. Oh, mommy, daddy, I want to start a clothing line. I'm a science student. I am about to write my final exam, and I want to start a clothing line. But they supported me anyways. They gave me the necessary money, and I started it. There I had the power to start my clothing line, processing it from my thoughts to my mouth. I found the power in my mouth to be able to tell my parents, mommy, daddy, I want to start a clothing line. If they didn't give me the option of starting, I would have found another way to start the clothing line. Because the power, it depends on me. If you are poor now, it depends on you to become rich. The word that you speak out of your mouth, the work of your hands. If you are not doing well in school, if you're in an abusive relationship, your boyfriend is beating you up, you have the authority to step out of the relationship. Who are you pleasing? Who? Apart from God, who are you pleasing? There is nothing that the inherent power in you is more than you could ever think of. Why misuse what God has given you? What are you sitting around doing? You've had that dream of writing a book. Write it. What is stopping? What the only thing that's stopping you from between your beauty and your purpose is your power. And the only thing stopping you from your power is you. Why are you doing that to yourself? Honestly. Tell me, why are you doing that to yourself? I'm not a perfect person, but I'm trying. We are all trying because God has given us something that we cannot hide. As I was growing up, I still use that as my anchor verse, and I always share it to my friends. I always tell God that, God, let my light so shine that when people see me, they see my good works and glorify you, my Father in heaven. And I still pray that prayer. And unto whom much is given, much is expected. For you to be watching this channel alone is a blessing. And I really honestly pray that you take something out of it. You have something in you. You have a superpower. There is something that you do differently that no one else can do. No one else. Some have the ability to study for long hours, for 7 hours, for 8 hours. People like me, I will do anything I can set my mind to. Anything. I want kids to eat. Literally, that's how I started. One thing I started with my clothing line as well. I didn't like wearing the same clothes as anyone. Okay, I'll make my own clothes. You start wearing my clothes, I'll make another one. I wanted cake to eat. A person who used to make cake in Changsha had left. I wanted cake to eat. I learned how to make cake. I make cakes. Nobody to do my hair. I'm living alone. I learned how to do my hair. There's got to be a drive. There's got to be something. You came on earth to serve. There was something that was deposited inside of you. Do not waste it. Honestly, you really don't waste it. You wouldn't want to waste the power that you have to step into your purpose. Anyways, I hope you've learned something very useful from this little session that we've had. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Thank you